It was a very interesting case that Lincoln took, another murder case Lincoln took right before this, a risky case. Could you discuss it?
You mean the Almanac trial?
Mhm.
Yeah. So this became probably the most famous case Lincoln did, and I believe it was 1857, was what was called the Almanac trial. And the reason it was called the Almanac trial was because there had been two people accused of beating to death another person with something called a slungshot, which is some sort of rock in a bag sort of device that you can hit someone with. Not a slingshot, a slungshot. And I actually followed up with David when we were talking, I saw you saying slingshot, it's not, it's a slungshot. And David and I had a funny interchange about this initially on the when we were going back and forth on the book. And so the first person is convicted, and the main reason that the person was convicted was the testimony of an eyewitness who said that he was standing 100, 150 feet away, saw the whole thing happen. It was a full moon, bright moon, and he watched it happen. Second person is then tried, hires Lincoln for the defense. And as part of the defense, this same witness testifies, again, saw it clear as day, saw what happened. Lincoln presents an almanac from that day that showed that there wasn't a full moon and that it was actually just a quarter moon. And so he couldn't have seen what he claimed to have seen. And the defendant was acquitted. And it was one of those rare, sort of amazing courtroom moments. And that, I think that case really solidified Lincoln's legacy as a lawyer. I mean, that was the case, I think, where it was well talked about and discussed at the time, this idea of, look what this amazing lawyer did in the courtroom.